Welcome back to the Studio from Zero Developer, and in this tutorial, lesson 8, I'll be teaching you how to work with texts. A lot of text formatting, HTML elements, and how to use them. So let us begin. So you remember the same old developer.com folder. This is where we're going to be headed to. So you open this up, and we open our index.html this time. Index.html this time. And we'll open with what we open with every time, Notepad. Still open the same file with Chrome so that we can view text changes real time. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to add a few links to some other pages that we're about to create. A few links so that we can. So you see, we have this go to google.com that we demonstrated the other time. We're just gonna leave it and we'll create something else. We'll create another one. We'll call this working with text. Let me just expand this so we could have a full overview. Now we're gonna be working with text. Working with text. Working with text. So we'll create a text.html file, text.html file, working with text. So let's refresh. You see that we have a working with text link right there, and it's conflicting with this go to google.com. What we're going to do about that, we just quickly break google.com to the next line so that we don't have to get confused about where our links are. So look at that, working with text. So what we do next is we're gonna click this, and you see it tells us your file was not found. So this simply means that we need to create the text.html file that we just pointed to. We are pointing to, anytime we click this link, we'll come to this text.html file. So we must create that first. So how do we do that? We must create a file called text.html in the same directory as the index.html. And to get started with that, we just need to save this index page as text.html. Text.html, and we save. So we have created another page in our project directory. If we go look at it now, we'll see that we have an index.html and a text.html, which is pretty good. But right now, two of them, they contain the same thing, and we just have to take out some of all this markup in this page to make it a little bit free. So we'll quickly create a title for this. Let's create a title, H1. So in between the double tag H1, right? Working with text. So let's refresh now. Let's go back to our text.html and refresh. So you see we have a working with text and a working with text here. So what are we gonna do? There's something that we're gonna do though. We'll have to open back up our index file again. We'll have to open up the index file again. This one, edit, open it with HTML. Yes, and we're going to remove this blank so that it doesn't open in a new tab anytime we click working with text. So let's refresh. So if you click working with text, it opens on the same place, on the same tab, and now we can start working with text. Now we need to change this URL from working with text to back to home. So right now you're about building a real application because your links are going from place to place. So we'll open the text.html, and instead of working with text, we say go home, go back to home page, back to home page. And anytime we click back to home page, it takes us to index.html. Right now, can refresh. So this goes back to home page. If you click it, it takes us back here. If you click working with text, it takes us back here. So that's what I was just trying to achieve. And now let's start working with text. Now, working with text is pretty much very simple. We'll just quickly use all the H attributes like that. All the attributes for formatting text. We have H2. Yeah, copy that too. Copy that. Copy. I have H3. Oh shit, I have H4, H3, H4. Two to go. So we have H5 and H6, H6 and H4, H5. Wow, now let's go refresh the browser. You see, so just like that, you're working with the same text but in different ways. That's just for headers though. Now let's quickly use, I demonstrated the italics too, so we can use the italics. We can underline, we can do a lot of crazy stuff when it comes to text formatting. So this is going to be a short sentence. Brace yourself. Brace yourself, right? Good. So this is a paragraph which is also used for formatting text. Now we're just gonna add a few things in this. We have the U, which is the underline, so I can just underline something in this. Going to be, let's underline the going to be by using the U tag, which helps in formatting the text by underlining it. So you see that I just underlined the going to be. Now in the same sentence, I can demonstrate something else. I can make a part of it bold, bold, but I do prefer the B tag instead, so you can just use B instead. And is there anything like bold? No, I can't remember. See, like the bot is bold. Then in the same place, we can add an italics to the brace. You can add an italics to the brace yourself, which is I with the I tag. You can slant the brace to put a little emphasis on it. So you see, brace yourself for the main event. You're just bracing yourself right now, and anybody reading this text would be drawn to the underlined words, be drawn to the bold one, and be drawn to the slanted one, which is an italics. So these are some text formatting mechanisms used in HTML off the shelf. So without CSS at all, you can actually do a little styling on your text, and that is what this tags are for text formatting solely with the use of HTML.